welcome to Success Behind Shadow. My name is Ramzan Sumar, and I am your host for this amazing show. Well, if this is your first time tuning in, this is Success Behind Shadow. It's a platform set for all of us that gives us the opportunity to share our story. And like I always say, we are all related one way or the other because your story, you will not believe it. It might be somebody else's story. And this is what Success Behind Shadow is all about. For you to come and share a unique story that might save somebody out there, guide someone out there. And today, I'm going to bring to you our second episode of Success Behind Shadow. Are you excited? I am excited because I'm telling you, the person I have with me today that is about to share his story with you is one person that have motivated me. He has inspired me in so many ways. Like, this person has been my friend. He's been a confidant. I'm telling you, he's one person I know you can trust him. And he has a unique story that's me and you need to hear. Because I'm telling you where he has come from and where he is right now in his life and where he's going. I promise you want to hear it. Because I don't know what you're going through right now. It might help you. And today, I'm in set with no other person but the amazing, the one of a kind, the best designer in the DMV. Yes, I said it, the best designer in the DMV, the amazing Timmy Ajulo. Welcome on set, Timmy.
Hello, how you doing today?
I am awesome.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? I am so excited to have you. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to have you. If not because of the 6 feet apart, I should be hugging you right now. But we want to tell the audience that you need to stay 6 feet apart, and we try to keep that for our own safety, right? Good. How you doing? Thank you so much for coming to. Oh my goodness, this is an honor for you to share your story with us and to the world.
It's a pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Awesome. So, Tim, tell the world, who is Tim?
Timmy Ajulo is my name, and my full name is Timmy Ajulo. I'm a Yoruba boy from Ekiti State in Nigeria. I grew up in Ekiti State and a little bit in Lagos.
Oh, that's awesome. So I know most Nigeria, their name has meaning. Is there a meaning to
Oluwatimileni?
Yes.
Oluwatimileni means God is my support, or God is my back.
Hiya.
God is my help. It means a lot,
And I believe God has been your help through it all.
Definitely.
Oh my goodness, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. Tell me a little bit about Nigeria. Because when you talk about Nigeria, all I know is Lagos and Abuja.
Yeah.
So you're talking about that state, what the states?
Ekiti State.
Ekiti State.
Ekiti State, yeah.
Where is that in Nigeria?
Ekiti State is close to Ondo State, and it's in the east. And Ekiti State is Yoruba land. We speak Yoruba. Nigeria has 3 major languages: the Yoruba, the Igbo, and the Hausa people. And those are the 3 major, languages we speak. From the Yoruba side, we speak Yoruba, and that's how my name is Oluwatimileni, because Oluwatimileni is a Yoruba name. And Ekiti State is, close to Ondo, and some other Yoruba land.
Oh, that's beautiful. And how is growing up in Nigeria?
Growing up was good. It was challenging. It was one of my, best times ever. I felt like it built me. Growing up in Nigeria built me who I am. Because, I remember way back in high school when I used to get off after school. We take about an hour home, an hour walk home to get, to school in the morning. Sometimes we take a cab, and from going back, we take a walk back home. So we do exercise after work and just, in the sun, sweating and walking home, and after a long day of classes. So, and also growing up in Nigeria was more. It's different from America because we had that friendship between each other, the kids, get used to each other more.
Or play outdoors.
And stuff like that, yeah.
You're not scared to go to a neighbor's house, exactly. You eat a neighbor.
Our neighbors are outside with us, we're playing in the sand and running after each other around the buildings, around the houses and everything. That's how Nigeria works.
I mean, that's one beautiful thing I love about Africa. Listen,
you
know back home, like if you skip school and somebody that did not even know you or know your parents found you out in the streets when you're supposed to be in school, they will beat you, they will whip you, and then take you to your parents, and then they'll whip you again.
Exactly, and your parents will whip you too.
Oh my goodness, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Man, you can't do that here.
Yeah.
In fact, when you see a kid out in the mall, it's school time. You can't even ask them questions.
Yeah.
They'll call the police for you.
Yeah.
You know, I know that like we had difficulty growing up back in Africa, but I'll always say that I would not trade it for any reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would not trade it for any reason. But talking about that, how is tell me more about your parents. Like growing up, do you grow up with both parents in the same house?
Yeah, I grew up with both parents in the same house when I was growing up, and it was a little different because even though my parents were living in the same house, they weren't like together like that, but I grew up in the same house with them.
How's your relationship with your mom?
Very good.
That's awesome. What about your dad?
Okay.
Oh, come on. tell me more. What is okay? Because you're supposed to, I believe that the man that you are, your dad is one big man to give credit for that. Is he the one that teach you how to sew or?
No, my mom was the one that taught me how to sew, but my dad was there. We weren't just like really, really close when I was growing up. My mom was more of the person that really showed more love and affection to us. So.
It's not just because you're mama's boy, huh?
No.
No, right? Or you just like, no, daddy don't spoil me. Let me move to mommy. Mommy spoil me. No?
No, it was different.
But coming up, like, as a child, a young Timmy, like, right now, what one of the things that you would look back and you wish you would have had when you were a kid? Like from your parents, from community, what kind of support or what kind of love or I don't know that you wish you had when you were a kid coming up?
I always wished that growing up I was encouraged by my both parents to do whatever I like to do, and like my talent. Because growing up I used to draw, paint. I like to sew. So my mom, used to have a shop in front of my house, and my mom comes back from work as a teacher and sews in the office in a little shop in front of the house. And every time I try to go there to learn and see what she's doing, my dad would be like, "Go take your book. Go take your book." My parents are teachers. He's a teacher too, so he doesn't want me to learn anything crafts. But guess what? This is what I'm doing now today, full time.
Right.
The same thing that he never wanted me to learn.
And that's.
And then sometimes I wish I actually learned more than I know right now when I was back home. And also something else that I miss is also like love and affection from both parents, which I didn't have. It was more from my mom than my dad's side, but still, thank God.
I mean, trust me, I can relate. Like, for me, I get to know like my real dad.
Yeah.
My stepdad raised me up. I get to know my real dad, like, say when I was like 6, 7 years old or something like that. When he came in town with my sister, and it was a little bit confusing because now I don't know how. I call daddy papa, and I'm like, okay. So if they both are together, so now how am I gonna differentiate? It's so confusing for the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I understand when you talk about that love, man. It's one big thing that we're missing as African kids, because one of the major things that I get to realize is that kids are not involved in decision making when it comes to the home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they take decision and they don't even know how that decision that they're making gonna affect the child. But all they believe that they're doing it for the goodness of the child. And they take those decisions, and you know what I mean, and all they want you to do is eat, wear clothes, and sleep.
Exactly. They want to control your whole.
Right. Eat, put on some clothes, and go to bed. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
But I understand though where you're coming from. You wish that you're being encouraged. So were you involved in sports or?
No, I actually, one of the things I actually wish that I did when I was younger is football, like soccer. We call it soccer.
What the American calls it.
American calls it soccer, but we call it football.
Right.
And I remember back in those days also when I want to play soccer or like hang out with my friend and do some games, my daddy would tell me, no, go take your book.
Oh my
So sometimes when guys look at my feet and be like my caps, they're like, you must be good at playing soccer. I'm like, no, I don't even know how to touch the ball.
But listen, be encouraged. Yeah. Be encouraged, my brother. Be encouraged. Yeah. It's not too late.
Yeah. And lately, sometimes I wish I can go to the football field with them and play, but I don't want to go here and look like I don't know what I'm doing, you know. I never did it. I never played soccer before,
Oh my goodness.
When I was in secondary school back then, we call it secondary school, but it's called high school here. When I was in high school back then we used to go on the field, like on break. My friends would be on the field. I would just stay on the side there and be watching them play. Because I don't know how to play. I can't play when I'm at home. So.
Oh my goodness. Are you sure you don't want to play because you don't want to get hot?
No, it's just because I don't know how to play. But it's one of the things that I want my kids to grow when I have kids. I want them to be able to get involved in sports and activities like that.
Yeah, I think it's important that we get the kids to find themselves, get them involved. Yeah. And going to school is important. Man, let me tell you something. Back then, going to school in primary school, you have those teachers and you have the kids in the same class. We feel so sorry for them. Yeah. Because I knew that being a daughter or son of a teacher, man, it's not easy.
They want you to read 24 hours. 24 hours, you gotta have your book. That's what they want to see.
Oh my goodness. But you know what? I am so interested. You said you can paint.
Yeah, I do paintings.
Have you ever done that since you came to the state?
No, I've been busy. I haven't really, because I've been busy with fashion designing and also. So I had to choose one, and just focus on fashion designing. But I used to do painting. I can sit down and draw somebody and paint them and put them on the wall.
All right, so
stuff like that.
Can we make a deal right now in national TV?
It's gonna cost you a lot of money. It's gonna cost you a lot of money.
We can afford it, right?
As long as you can afford it, let's do it. I'll do it. I'll paint you.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. We'll do it. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's so beautiful. I will never know.
Yeah, it's one of the
I never know that means you are. No wonder when I see the outfit that you do. Oh my goodness, they are so beautiful. And look at this, it's so amazing. Your handwork. I don't know. I think I was telling you that I see some of the work you do, and I'm just amazed. Because it's really, really special.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy we get to talk this stuff. Back then in Nigeria, do you ever face any difficulty in school, bully? Because I know that's a key thing right now in this country where we find ourselves. Because, bullies everywhere.
Yeah, I used to get bullied a lot for wearing glasses when I went to school.
You get bullied for wearing glasses?
Like my colleagues they call me Ajulo when I was growing up in school.
Okay, what that?
They call me Ajulo. Ajulo means the heights of glasses. And whenever I'm in the gathering, like in the chapel or probably on break and outside playing, I'll just find somebody will just come from behind and just grab my glasses and run away. And I'll be riding after them like, give me my glasses. So I'm gonna be chasing them around the school and they'll just take my glasses and just be like, you can't see me, you're blind, they just mess with me and just run around. Sometimes I get tired, I'll just give up and just go back to my class. So maybe during class they will just come and drop my glasses to me through the window or something,
Oh Lord.
And then that's they did that to me a lot when I was growing up, and I'll be mad. I'll be pissed off. Like, why you gonna get my glasses? I want to see the board and see what the teacher is saying.
Oh my goodness! And they'll be having so much fun.
They'll be having fun.
Oh my
and
goodness!
And they'll pass it around each other and just play with my glasses and just try to wear it and see. Oh really? Oh my God! Look at how the glasses feels like. Look at how it looks like. That's.
But how do you handle it though? I mean, now we're laughing about it, but back then I knew it wasn't funny.
Back then I used to. I mean, I got used to it after a while, but I didn't like that.
No one like it.
Especially like the stress of chasing them around, trying to get my glasses back. And sometimes they would throw in something. And sometimes when I get my glasses back, it's not straight anymore. They already been
tossing it around.
When I put it back in my head, it's already looking something. It's not straight. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Those are struggles with that.
But anyway, well, I'm glad. I hope no one is taking your glasses away now.
No more.
Actually,
I wear
what's the name?
Ojugo.
Yeah. All right. Want me never to call you that name? Yeah. That's not his name. He's no Ojugo anymore. Don't try.
He's no Ojugo anymore.
Yeah, let them try. But anyway, you said something that your mom. Yeah. You learned sewing through your mom. Yeah. Did your mom actually sit you down and teach you how to sew, cut clothes, and stuff like that?
Kinda, but not a lot. I felt like I learned more by just watching and trying new stuff myself.
How old were you when you started doing that?
She sews more of ladies' clothes, and I do my own clothes when I was doing my own clothes when I was growing up. I make clothes for my school uniform and do for some of my colleagues too. Yeah, but I was around 10 years old when I started sewing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Man, it's never too early for you to start that talent that God has given you. Yeah. He started it 9. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that is amazing.
And at that time, I used to make clothes for my colleagues, and they'll just pay me some little money instead of going to tailors outside.
So you become an entrepreneur at 9, 10 years old.
Yeah.
You've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
High five. More credit. But that's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And that has stick with you. And that's where you find your calling. You the way you do all your design, you're so passionate about it, and that's the given. Yeah. I mean, I've fashioned in your costume couple times, a lot of times, and I can feel the love that you put in every dress. Yeah. And most of the time when I walk into your office, the way you focus, when you have a client, you make sure you give your all, and that's dedication. Yeah. That's dedication. And yeah, you're doing great. I am so proud of you. So last question before I let you go. I know you talk about the struggle you faced with your dad, and you said he wasn't all being present in your life all the time. Yeah. And listen, for me, I'm telling you, there's so many things that surface in my life right now based on how my mom or my dad has treated, things that I faced through my parent. I was telling my sister one of these days, I'm like, I love my mom to death, but she's not always a saint. There are certain times that I needed her, she's not there. Mm-hmm. And there are certain times I needed my dad, he is never there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So when you mentioned that, I just want to know, how does that affect you? The absence, the time you needed your dad most in your life, when he wasn't there, you being an adult right now, how does that affect your life right now?
I mean, growing up, like I said, I didn't really have a dad that, was really caring or cared more about me in terms of what I'm doing and, helpfully, financially, and other things. He wasn't there, but it kind of beat me to hustle, and I look at myself as a child that doesn't have a dad, even though I have a dad, and it makes me work harder. And like I said, I've been a businessman since I was 10 years old. Right. So I've been hustling. So it kind of gave me more guts to push and and fight for the to reach the top. And yeah. And sometimes I wish I had a dad that can put me through in life in terms of doing things the right way and the wrong, and trying to help me in terms of. But I kind of figured out
Help you
by
become a
myself.
man, right?
Yeah, I kind of figured everything by myself, and which was hard, but at the end of the day, it was good. I could have been in wrong hands, and I could have done things the wrong way, but through God and my mom and some other people that I took as a dad, that stood for me as a dad, I was able to overcome some hurdles in life that I needed a dad to help me with.
That is beautiful. That is so beautiful. When you hear it, listen, so many times I face people complaining. They focus more on what they're missing and not focusing on what is ahead of them. Like what you're missing right now. What if I can create that space? Because as you listen to Tim's story right now, pretty much that's what he's saying. You understand? The missing piece in his life doesn't break him down, but build him up to be stronger and be a better person. I know wherever your dad is, he'll be super, super proud of the man that you become, of the man that you are right now. So if you're out there and you listening to this story, this is an encouragement to you. Whether there's a mom, there's a dad in your life, or whether they're not in your life, take this opportunity and be the person that you want to be. Be the person that God has destined for you to be. Don't let anybody, no one, tell you what your destiny is supposed to be. Just because you don't have the right people in your life. The right person you need in your life is God. And He got you. Okay? He got you. Wow. Thank you so much, Tim. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
I'm happy to share my story.
Yes, but you know what? You gotta stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Because you know what's gonna happen. We're gonna jump into part 2. You wanna hear more about Timmy's story. Timmy's gonna tell us all about his journey into the United States and how he's thriving in his business. You wanna learn some tip from this man right here. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. This is Success Behind Shadow. Come and let your story inspire others.